Hey guys, welcome to Two Wheels MCC. Today we're going to be talking about how I wash my bikes and how I keep them looking new. Alright, so there's a couple things that if you want to do this and you want to maintain your bikes looking clean and make it easier on you, that you have to consider. One is obviously try to keep them clean. And by that I'm not mean don't ride your bikes, ride them. I ride my bikes daily. I commute to work on my bikes, and then days off I just ride. So a lot of people think that I don't ride my bikes enough, and when they look at the miles I have on the bikes, they're like, well, hell, how do you keep them so clean? You know, and also the amount of years that I've had them. So it's fairly simple, but like I said, try to maintain them clean. So for example, if I ride in the rain, I try to clean the bike or wash the bike as soon as I can after the ride. Sometimes it's not the same day, sometimes it's like 2 days later, but I try to clean it as soon as I can. The other thing besides that is that you need to consider when you're cleaning your bikes is one, try to do it on an overcast day, or if it's a little sunny, just make sure that you dry the bike as soon as you're done washing it, because the water and the sun can create water spots in the bike, and those are really hard to get rid of. So those are two things that you need to consider. I usually do it on an overcast day, or when it's kind of light, when we have a light rain. You know, that's to me is important, just to keep them clean and easier to maintain them clean. Now, as far as the products that I use to clean the bike, there's a couple of things that I use. It's not a whole bunch, but to me it's made my washing a lot easier, and I'm going to show you here what it is. So I use a pressure washer, this right here, and this right here I got on Amazon, and it's really I think it was like maybe $150, $160, and I've had it for about 3 years. And this right here, although it says 2030 psi or 2030 psi, it's really you can regulate the pressure, and it's not super strong to where it's going to damage anything bike. But of course, be aware of where you're spraying with this thing. Try not to hit the bearings and hoses and lines, because you can potentially hurt them or cut them. So and then remove the grease of the bearings. So that's not a good thing. With that being said, this has been freaking awesome for me, and it makes it so much easier to wash. Then as far as the soaps and stuff that I use a foam cannon, and I got this on Amazon. It's Chemical Guys, and it's worked pretty good for me. Actually, it's worked really good for me. This foam the soap gets into the parts that you normally wouldn't be able to get, so, and it helps it kind of keep it clean. And this is the soap that I use, and I put it in the foam cannon with water, and then connect it to the pressure washer, and that thing just gets in there. The other thing that I use is this, also by Chemical Guys, and all this I got on Amazon. It just helps these little things right here get into the grooves and stuff that you normally wouldn't be able to get with a normal sponge. So I like this one. That's what I use, or something similar to that. I've been getting this on Amazon. And then once the bike is dry, which by the way, I just use a blower, an air blower. Let me show you right here. So this is what I use to dry my bike. So I get most of the water out with that, and then if I see fit, I just grab a small rug and I just kind of finish drying it. Especially the wheels I have to kind of do it by hand. Although I use this, but still you have to get into the wheels, because for some reason they don't completely dry with that. And also I use this F11 top coat. I think so. I'm not paid by any of these guys, by the way. I've just this is what I use, and it's worked out for me pretty good. This right here, as far as water repellent or being hydrophobic, it's not that it's not as they advertise it, but it does keep the bike clean. I mean, it maintains the bike looking new, so I like it. It does repel a little bit of water, but it's not like they say it does. I mean, at least not in my experience. So, but it does help a lot as far as keeping the bike clean and keeping it looking new. So I love this thing. And then this thing to protect the seats. Again, this is on Amazon. This right here wasn't on Amazon. I went to their website. And for the wheels of the bike, especially for the BMW, I just use this. I just use this look as a kind of quick wax, a speed wax, or whatever they call it. And I use this. The good thing about this one is that you don't have to wait for the bike to be dry to use. You can just grab this and dry it with this, and it just makes it so much quicker to clean it. So you can use that one too. So that's basically what I use. And like you can see right now, it's supposed to be overcast. It was overcast earlier, but I still have some sun. So this is not, to me, the ideal conditions, but I'm gonna have to work with that. So like I said, I'm gonna wash the bikes like that. I'm not gonna let them sit there for too long after I start washing, because I don't want the, I explained that already. But so yeah, we're gonna do a little time lapse of the things that I did to wash the bike, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Let's get to it. These are the worst conditions to wash your bike. Sun's out and the water's getting dry real quick. Although this right now, because I have the soap on it, is not as bad. So as soon as I wash, rinse the soap off, I'm gonna have to put them back in the garage, or it's gonna get spots real bad. Alright, so we finished washing the bike. Kind of dried it. Basically, when you use the blower, you're just getting rid of most of the water to where it's easier to dry with the rug. But I made a mistake, and so not a mistake really. I don't have any clean rugs to dry it, especially the ones I use for this, which are either microfiber or like I think they call it the waffle rugs or whatever. So I don't have any. Not a big deal, not a problem. Since I removed most of the water out, and now they're in the garage, you can see here and there. So it's not a problem, because I'm gonna just let it kind of air dry, and when I come back with the F11 top coat, if there's any spots or any dirt or anything that was left over there is going to be wiped off. It's going to be cleaned up. And then obviously for the exhaust, so the BMW right there, the whole header is a titanium header with the exhaust. So, and this right here, the KTM, This is a 790 Adventure R, by the way, if you are curious. The exhaust is also titanium up to right here. So to clean that, you use I use WD-40, and that cleans that titanium header pretty good, and also the exhaust. So so right now we're gonna wait. Just gonna let them air dry unless I can find my rugs wherever they're at, and if not, it's not a big deal. It's just gonna take me a little longer. Just gonna have to wait and do the final, I guess, waxing slash drying after the bike's kind of air dry a little bit. So, but that's it. All right, so now we're going to the waxing state, which, as you can see, I waited a whole day to do it. No big deal because I dried it with a blow dryer. Normally I would use a rug to do it. No big deal. I'm just gonna go through this, and I'm gonna show you what I do. You can use anything. I used to use just this and it cleaned it just fine. But I've noticed that this right here does a little bit better job at making it look new. So that's what I use now. Like I said, something like this will work just fine to keep some looking clean for a while. So, yeah, we're gonna go with this. What I do is just spray a little bit here, and then I go on the bike, spray some of this on the bike too. Try not to spray it on here because it's a pain in the ass to get it off the grooves, but good old WD-40 for the titanium exhaust only. I don't think it works as well with the stainless, so WD-40 for titanium. Okay, the last thing we do, or I do, is I start the bikes and let the exhaust basically vaporize the WD-40, and after that, that's it, man. Good to go.